Now, each of you at your seats has a packet. I want you to take out this packet at your tables, and I want you to take out this blank name tag that each of you has at your tables. Take out this blank name tag. Take out your packet and take out this blank name tag. And when you take your name tag out, I want you to write down the name of a great leader, someone through history, through time, through experience that you identify with. Write down the name of a great leader, someone through history, through time, through experience that you identify with. Write down the name of a great leader, someone through history, through time, through experience that you identify with. Write down the name of a great leader, someone through history, through time, through experience that you identify with. Write down the name of a great leader, someone through history, through time, through experience that you identify with. Write down the name of a great leader, someone through history, through time, through experience that you identify with. Write down the name of a great leader. He said, Ben Franklin, Mother Teresa, blank, still thinking. We have Randolph Hopkins. We have blank, still thinking. Blank, still thinking. Blank, still thinking. Oprah. What do we have? Josiah, Jack Welch. What do we have right here? My dad. What do we have? Maya Angelou, still thinking. We have Stanley Benigno, my father. What do we have right here? Still thinking. We have, who's that? Solomon. Who do we have? Blank, still thinking. What do we have? JFK. Who do we have right here? Blank, still thinking. Blank, still thinking. Who do we have? Blank, still thinking. Blank, still thinking. Who do we have right here? Jesus Christ. Blank, still thinking. Now, when I ask this question to name a great leader, someone through history, through time, through experience that you identify with, we typically get some type of presidential figure. How many people said a president? Like JFK or others. We typically get some type of war hero or general. How many people said a war hero or general? Someone who commanded an army. Raise your hand, it's okay. Who commanded an army, yes. We typically get some type of sports figure. Someone who was a hero with a team or a coach with a team who motivated a team to win. How many people said a sports figure, a hero, or some type of coach? Yes. Like the full potential coach, yes. And we typically get someone who was a peacemaker, someone who fought for the advance of human rights, civil rights. How many people said someone like that, like an MLK, Gandhi, or others, Mother Teresa? But how many people said me? Think about this. How many people said me? Stand up. Give him a hand. Here, take this. Give him a hand. Give him a hand. Give him a hand. Come over here. 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 Think about it. Now, first of all, what's your name? Let's just make you a hero right now. 1, 2, 1, 2. What's your name?
Wesley.
Wesley what?
Williams.
Wesley Williams. I said, name a great leader. Someone through history, through time, through experience that you identify with, and you said who?
Me.
Now, we're in a room of nearly 400 people, maybe more. And the people who are watching us from afar. And at the beginning of this presentation, you all said with me, I am a leader. I am a leader. I am a leader. You said it with me. And 3 minutes later, I asked the question, name a great leader. Someone through history, through time, through experience that you identify with. And how many people said me? What do you want, man?
Thank you.
Stay up here. Stay up here. Right? Think about it. But think about how powerful that is. Think about the wise firm. Think about the value that you create every single day. How can you be a leader to others if you aren't the leader of you? That question should ignite a spark of the value that you bring every single day so that you do say what?
Me.
What?
Me.
Because the farthest you are away from seeing yourself as a leader, the more it suggests you lack supreme understanding of the impact that you bring. So I want you to say with me one more time, I am a leader.
I am a leader.
Give him a hand. Just sit down. Sit down. Wesley, what's your name?
Wesley Williams.
Say again.
Wesley Williams.
Say again.
Wesley Williams.
Remember this name. Give him a hand. Get out of here. Leadership starts with your understanding of the impact that you bring, the accountability that you bring. And I'm going to go back, and this was not planned, but I'm going to go back to Joey's comment about the dash. And I'm going to ask you 4 important questions. So I want you to take out an index card and a pen, and I want you to intently answer these questions. Because when Joey talked about what's happening here in this organization, the difference that you're making every single day, he talked about your dash. And is your dash living up to the full potential of who you are while you have a dash? So I want you to answer this question. If you had just 24 hours to live, what would you rush to do? Answer that question. If you knew that you just had 24 hours to live, what would you rush to do? Take a moment and answer that question. If you knew that you had 24 hours to live, what would you rush to do? If you had 24 hours to live, what would you rush to do? If you had 24 hours to live, what would you rush to do? Next question. It's okay if you're still writing. If you had 24 hours to live, what would you regret not doing? Answer that question. If you had just 24 hours to live, what would you regret not doing? If you had 24 hours to live, just 24 hours, what would you regret not doing? If you had 24 hours to live, what would you regret not doing? The first question was, if you had 24 hours to live, what would you rush to do? The second question was, if you had 24 hours to live, what would you regret not doing? And the third question, if you had 24 hours to live, who would you thank? If you had 24 hours to live, just 24 hours, who would you thank? If you had 24 hours to live, just 24, who would you thank? So the first question was, if you had 24 hours to live, what would you rush to do? The second question was, if you had 24 hours to live, what would you regret not doing? And the third question is, if you had 24 hours to live, who would you thank? So this fourth question is, if you had 24 hours to live, who would you forgive? If you had just 24 hours to live, who would you forgive? If you had just 24 hours, just 24, who would you forgive? If you had 24 hours to live, just 24, who would you forgive? Finally, if you were to write the first sentence of your eulogy, what would that be? If you were to write the first sentence of your eulogy, what would that be? If you were to write the first sentence of your eulogy, what would that be? Now, the reason that we answer these questions intently, and it hit me when Joey talked about the dash and the difference that's happening here, and when Meredith talked about defining moments and being in acceptance of your choices and your change and your impact. The reason I started here, because this is real. And your impact every single day is real. And there's someone who wants your seat, but you have the seat. So it's real. So the wise, firm the firm that makes a difference, the leader call you is real. So never, ever get too far away from understanding the purpose that you have to make a difference with the time that you have and the choice that you make to be a leader and to draw value from your living dash. I need 4 volunteers from table number 29. Where's table number 29? Ladies and gentlemen, please give table number 29 a warm round of applause as they stand up. Give them a warm round of applause as they stand up. I need 4 volunteers. Actually, I'm going to do this. 1, yes, in the peach. 2, actually, the whole table, stand up. Whole table. Whole table. Right here. Give them a hand as they come right here. Line up right here. Right here, okay? Now, I want to make sure, stay right there. I want to make sure you guys see what you see on the floor. Spread out so everyone's on the same line, please. Now, in life, we sometimes are given things to do, unexpected things to do in a presentation, unexpected things to think about in a presentation, unexpected things to do with our clients. But we're given things, and those things shape the difference that we do and that we make. So as you watch what's happening today, this is not about a presentation. This is about the mindset that each of you has as a leader. Now, I want to make sure that you see what's at the end of this. I have 3 seats. Just 3 seats. There are 6 people. I want you to watch closely. At the count of 3, I want you to take a seat. I want you as the audience to count down with me. We're going to go from 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1. Now, stay there, sit down, stay there, sit down where you were. Stay exactly, no, stay there, stand up, blue shirt, come back where you were. Everyone come back where you were. Blue shirt, come back where you were. And peach, come back where you were. Stay right there. Now, what did you notice?
He just sat down there.
He sat down there, he just sat down. What did you notice?
They ran like their lives depended on it.
They ran like their lives depended on it. What did you notice, Ken?
One walked a little slower than the others.
One walked a little slower than the others. Philip, what did you notice?
These 2 were kind of in a struggle who's going to get the seat or not.
They were in a struggle who's going to get the seat that they sat. Well, what did you notice?
He listened to you because you just said, take a seat.
He said, take a seat, and he took a seat on the floor. All right? Come back, come over here. What did you notice?
I was encouraging Paul to take the lead.
You're encouraging Paul to take the lead. What did you notice? What did you do? Why did you do what you did?
I was empowering the younger people to take charge.
You were empowering the millennials to take charge. Now, why did you sit where you sat?
I guess I took you a little more literally than they did.
He said, take a seat. Now, why did you sit where you sat?
Trying to get the first seat.
Trying to get the first seat. Why did you sit where you sat?
It was the first one I came to.
It was the first one I came to. And why did you sit where you sat?
I was encouraged to.
You were encouraged to.
Oh, I was trying to give it to the other lady, Miss Vera, sit down, trying to be the gentleman.
But you ended up in this seat.
Yeah, I guess I'm the front leader.
I guess I'm the front leader. Now, one more. Cade, what did you notice?
I was proud of Paul taking the lead up here.
Proud. Now, the point is, never did I say it was a race. There was a track, yes. There were volunteers, yes. There was a whistle, yes. But never did I say it was a race. But you took a seat. And you took a seat for a reason and for a purpose. Now, again, you said you took the seat because what?
I wanted to get the first seat.
You want to get the first seat, but he's sitting in the seat.
I wanted to get one seat.
You want to get a seat.
Yeah.
But you didn't want this seat. Did you want this seat?
I could get this one faster, quicker.
You can get this one quicker. But you took this seat.
Yeah.
Most people take this seat because why? Anyone? Because of the front, right? And what does the front stand for? Leader. And what else? Winner, first, best. But if we stand up, and we turn this way, now who's leading? Now who's leading? Now you took off, Vera. you
You
encouraged
said
it.
take a seat. I knew those were taking it. I can't run in these heels.
Okay. So you took a seat and you stood and supervised.
That's right. That's my role.
Know your strengths. But think about this. Leadership is a choice. It's a choice to take this seat, to take this seat, to take this seat, and to draw value from wherever you sit, including on the floor.
That's right.
But we often don't think about the choice we make every single day to lead. We often think about what is available to us or what's the closest way to get it done or what's convenient at the time. But consider the seat that you're occupying today in your organization and the value that you're driving with your client. Did you take that seat because it was available? Did you take it because it was convenient? Did you take it because you wanted to be the leader, but then people turned away? Or did you take it because you made a choice to make a difference? To bring the positive energy to make a difference. So the point here is leadership is a choice. It's a choice to take that seat. It's a choice to take this seat. It's a choice to take that seat and draw value from wherever you sit. Give them a hand. You have to sit down. Give them a hand. Give them a hand. Now, I want you to take out an index card, and I want you to answer these questions. The first question is, what are 3 choices that you have made that have had the biggest impact on your life? Answer that question. What are 3 choices that you've made that have had the biggest impact on your life? What are 3 choices that you have made that had the biggest impact on your life? What are 3 choices that you've made that have had the biggest impact on your life? What are 3 choices that you've made that have had the biggest impact on your life? What are 3 choices that you've made that have had the biggest impact on your life? What are 3 choices that you've made that have had the biggest impact on your life? What are 3 choices that you've made that have had the biggest impact on your life? The next question, if you could choose one thing to do over, if you could choose one thing to do over in your life, in your career, in your existence, what would that be? Answer that question. If you could choose one thing to do over in your life, in your career, in your existence, what would that be? If you could choose one thing to do over in your life, in your existence, in your career, what would that be? The first question was, what are the 3 choices that you've had that have made the biggest impact on your life? The second question was, if you could choose one thing in your life or your career, in your existence to do over, what would that be? What would that be? What would that be? And the next question, final question, and I appreciate, Joey, this engagement meter. I appreciate the fact that people take the time to check in, to hold themselves accountable for how they're going to show up before they walk through the door. I appreciate the fact that as an organization, you've taken the time to make it present and not just something that happens by default. Because when you direct how you show up before you show up, you are directed to show up with value. So the final question is, what is the one thing that you choose to do to make a difference for your organization or for your clients every single day that you do by choice, not because you have to? I'll say that again. What is the one thing that you do every single day to make a difference for your organization or for your clients that you do by choice, intentionally, because you choose to do it, not because you have to do it? What is the one thing that you do every single day intentionally to draw value for your clients or your organization that you do intentionally by choice, not because you have to, but because you choose to? Now, table number 31. Where are you, 31? Where are you, 31? Where are you, 31? Table 31. Stand up. What are 3 choices that you've made that have had the biggest impact on your life? Go. Into the mic, please.
What college I went to.
College I went to.
Who I chose to marry.
Who I chose to marry.
And then what job I ended up deciding to take.
And what job I took. College I went to, who I chose to marry, and what job I chose. Table number 24. 24. Where are you, 24? Somebody look at this. Look, someone's going to catch this. Somebody look. Turn around, 24. Turn around, 24. I see you. I see you, 24. Right here in blue. It's coming your way. Okay. Now, if you could choose one thing, stand up. If you could choose one thing to do over in your life, in your career, in your existence, what would that be? Into the mic.
One thing to do over, I think, would be just better career planning.
Better career planning.
Earlier.
Okay, give him a hand. Thank you. Thank you. Table 59. Table 59. Table 59. Now, all of a sudden, table 59 disappeared. Okay. Table 59. This is coming your way. Somebody catch this. Table 59. Wow. Nice catch. Stand up. What is one thing that you do by choice, intentionally, to draw value and drive value for your clients, for your organization, that you do by choice, not because you have to, but because you choose to?
What I write down?
Loud, please, into the mic.
I'm conscious of their needs and their concerns and trying to work with them on what benefits them the most instead of maybe something that would help me the most.
Okay, give him a hand. Bring that mic back. So, your intentions, your behaviors, and your actions drive your value. So everyone in this room, the what happens when you leave is you should know what you do by choice every single day. The engagement meter helps you to direct how you feel and how you were going to show up, but you should know what you do by choice to drive value, because that's what shows up to make the wise firm. That's what shows up to make the difference that you make. That's what shows up to give everyone in this room a collective direction towards excellence. Leadership is a